Hello, dreamers, regressors, and babies of all kind. So, some of you may be wondering, what the heck is Agedre? Well, according to this definition here, Agedre is defined as an umbrella term for people who experience a self-induced headspace of feeling younger, behaving childlike, and enjoying childlike aesthetics. So what that means for me is that when I'm small or dreaming, I am still mentally adult, which is unlike age regression, and we'll get into that in a little bit. When I'm age dreaming, I sometimes like to use very childlike items to relax or to cope. This can look like completing very mundane tasks like doing the dishes, but I'll use a pasty while I do it, or I'll watch a childlike show like Bluey. I might eat my meals with small utensils, or maybe I'll even drink from my water bottle. That is a baby bottle. But age dreaming can also look like a game of pretend. Think of how actors prepare for a role. They do all of this research. They really try to put themselves in their character's shoes in order to fully embody this person they're portraying. Well, sometimes when I'm age dreaming, or as I say, small, I want to fully embody and portray the child that I once was. And with this, I can take back my life and connect with my inner child. I create new and good memories and experiences through age dreaming. It is how I fully embrace and continue to try to heal my inner child. So now you may be wondering what the difference between age regression and age dreaming is, and why I don't consider myself to be an age regressor. I don't consider myself to be an age regressor simply because I don't fully regress back into a child. I found this on Tumblr that almost perfectly explains the difference between age regression and age dreaming. Age dreamer: someone who acts like a child, does childish things, etc. without actually mentally regressing into a younger age. Rather than regressing, age dreamers simply dream, pretend, imagine, etc. of being a younger age while age dreaming. While age regression can happen involuntarily or voluntarily, age dreaming is a conscious decision, with the dreamer choosing to behave younger while dreaming. Similar to positive age regression, age dreaming might be done for stress relief, as a coping mechanism, or simply to have fun, reliving/participating in positive childhood activities. Essentially, age regression is when one behaves and thinks like a child, while age dreaming is when one behaves like a child and thinks like an adult. So now let's talk about caregivers and their role when it comes to age dreaming. Firstly, you absolutely do not need a caregiver in order to age dream. I have a caregiver who is also my partner. When I'm age dreaming, he takes care of me. He has a really big part in helping me to relive my childhood. This relationship, caregiver and me, age dreamer, is completely non-sexual. When I'm dreaming, my caregiver treats me as though I'm the age I'm portraying. He does things for me like make me food, play with toys with me. He also helps me pick out my outfits and get dressed. So you might be thinking, that sounds a lot like SFW DDLG or age play or CGL. Well, the difference here is that DDLG, age play, and all variants are kinks. And to me, labeling something as a kink makes it inherently sexual. So the completely non-sexual term in my situation is much more fitting. I hope that if some of you are watching and you can relate to me and that kink terms don't really fit you, that the term age dreaming resonates with you. Something that I also want to mention is pet regression. I don't personally consider myself to be a pet regressor or a pet dreamer, but I feel that there is a little bit of a flaw when it comes to the term pet regressor. I think that it might invalidate those who age regress. Since a person who age regresses mentally regresses back into a child's mindset, how can a human being mentally regress back into something that they never were? So I think using the term pet dreamer would be a much more fitting term for someone who experiences pet regression. I think pet dreamer or pet dreaming is a much more fitting term. Similar to age dreaming, those who pet dream portray an animal that is similar to them in some way, or maybe that they just really, really like. And this is done through non-sexual pretend play. So if you consider yourself to be a pet regressor, maybe consider using the term pet dreamer instead. There are so many different communities and labels, and I definitely had a hard time navigating through them all when I first found out about all of these communities. There's also drama like any other kind of community, but it's very nice and validating to know that there's people like you and like me. And if you are watching this and you feel very deep down in your heart that you are an age dreamer now from this video, that makes me so incredibly happy. The age dreaming community, I feel, is a lot smaller than a lot of the other ones. I think maybe people are confused or they don't even know that this term exists. So with this video, I want to help spread the word, spread awareness that age dreaming is something that you can experience. Now, don't get me wrong, I am a firm believer that anyone can do whatever they please as long as they are a consenting adult and they're not hurting anyone. As long as you and no one else is being harmed in the process, please do whatever you need to cope. Whether you're in the NSFW communities or the SFW communities, you are valid. I've linked some more information on age dreaming in the description if you're interested. I wish you all well, and bye.